What's up, everybody? It is Thursday, November 1st, and this is episode 76 of the Daily Comic. I'm Jimmy Bird. It's a show in which I read one comic book a day and then come here and tell you what I think about that comic. Today's comic is none other than Batman Secret Files #1. Now, this is a one-shot, from what I understand, but also could lead into other Secret Files stories, whether it be Wonder Woman, Superman. I haven't seen anything come through the pipeline as far as what the next Secret Files story will be. But this is little short stories, kind of like an anthology, much like yesterday when I read the Avengers Halloween special, had all these kind of sliced up mini stories. This is the same thing, but unlike that one, this is a thicker book. It's a $4.99 price tag on there. I think you get that what you pay for, and this is really fun to read. Again, I'm not reading Batman ongoing. I know that it's doing spectacularly well, that the creative team, the writer Tom King, is just knocking it out of the park. And I know that even though I don't read the ongoing stories, I read kind of like the synopsis of what the stories are going, and I really like the way in which Tom King is taking the stories and what he's writing about seems to be really cool. So this was written 4 different short stories, 4 different writers, and this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun to read, especially since it's giving my Batman fix, as far as I'm not reading ongoing. So with this one here, though, with the 4 different stories, the 2 major stories that stick out are the bookends, the first and the last. There's a clearly just kind of a weird kind of Deer Hunter reminisce for the old school folks. Just kind of this kind of solitude, kind of weird inner monologue story that's in there. There's this story of fear that involves a scarecrow. We get that cameo. We get a cameo from Superman in the first story, and that's a big deal. And I don't want to this is a spoiler-free review for an already spoiled world. But if you go on Google and you just type in Batman Secret Files, the reveal of this is right there. But I like to assume that this is the only place you're getting your comic book information, right? So the idea is that there's a first appearance of an item in that first story, and it's kind of cool. It's just a different kind of thing. But what really makes it a big deal is that's the short story that Tom King wrote, that the current writer of the ongoing Batman series wrote. And it kind of leaves a kind of a hanging chad, if you will, or kind of a question mark, that item might play a big part in the story going ahead. So this first appearance here in this comic book could really make this a kind of a highly sought after book long term if this item becomes of greater importance in the timeline and story of Batman. And it really plays a central role in that story. There's a really cool story. Batman asking really good big questions about who he is and if he still has what it takes. And then the last story, which is just a really great cameo by Detective Chimp. You never think you'd say something like that. I love the fact that Detective Chimp is getting a lot of play. He's a character that hasn't been seen in a long time, but he gets a front row seat for Dark Knight's Metal. He's put in Justice League Dark. Now he's in this book here. Very interesting character to have him kind of floating around the universe and for them to be using him as much as they are now. But again, it's a really cool story paralleling, and it kind of leads you to believe that there's more to that story to be told, and it kind of fleshes out that character, makes it very interesting. So I think the idea that they've been putting him around so much makes him a character you care about, and we'll see more. I would not be surprised if we don't see a Detective Chimp Secret Files coming down the pipeline in the future. All in all, very enjoyable. Batman fans will be like this. This is a great little kind of Batman fix for those of you who are not reading the ongoing story. And I think if you're reading the ongoing story, this could have major repercussions for the ongoing story of Batman, Detective Comics, all that jazz, and who Batman is and how he operates. So, if you read Batman Secret Files #1, am I totally off base with my review? You can put that in the comments below. You can also say what you think I should read next, and I'll do my best to get my hands on a copy and review it here for you. You can also like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and I'll see everybody tomorrow with another comic. Have a great day.